Hi, welcome back to Foodie Friday at the Balk Springs Library. I'm Miss Teresa. This is where we make easy recipes for teens, adults, or your whole family. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay guys, today we're going to make a lemon bundt cake. You will need your bundt pan. I am using a lemon box mix, but I'm going to enhance the flavors as we go, okay? I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you as we go. I'm not going to show you ahead of time, okay? So, first thing you're going to need, obviously, is a mixing bowl. Get the right size out. There we go. All right, so we're going to start off with our lemon cake mix. If you have your own cake batter that you use, try and true, fine, use that. I try to make things as simple as possible for myself. So, we're using a lemon cake mix. Alright, so then we're going to need, the package calls for 3 eggs. I always put 4, okay? Just because I just do. And then set that up because I put my eggshell in my box. But if you just want to use 3, you can use 3. It's up to you. And those are supposed to be large eggs, but they're awful small for large. I'm just going to let you know. With the eggs things right now, you get what you get. Okay, so we have the eggs. Then it calls for half a cup of oil. Alright. And that's just plain old vegetable oil that we're putting in, okay? Then it calls for a cup of water. And actually, I'm going to give it the juice of 1 lemon. And then whatever is short of that cup, I'll finish it off with water. But before I do that, I'm going to zest my lemon. Because I want, excuse me, let's move this. I want the lemon zest in my cake batter, okay? So I have just 1 large lemon. And I have my grater, and I'm going to use the small part of it because I do just want the zest of it, okay? And the thing with the zesting is you do not want to get any white in your zest, okay? So just keep moving your lemon around. I did wash my lemon before we start because you're going to get the zest. You want to wash it because that's part's going in your cake. So we have all that lemon zest is going to go into our cake batter. Alright. Now that we have that, we're going to cut our lemon in half. And then with that spoon that we use, excuse me, to get the back of the zest out, we're going to squeeze our lemons. Now let me get the seeds out because I definitely don't want to pour those seeds in my cake. That would not be a good thing. So that lemon yielded me 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. And I'm going to make the rest with water to make a cup. So that's 3/4 cup of water and 1/4 a cup of lemon juice. And I see one more seed floating in there. Okay. So now we're going to pour that into our batter. Oh. Is that a seed or is that? Nope, that is mixed. Okay, remove some of this. Now you're going to get your little hand blender and we're going to mix the cake until it's all nice and smooth. And then we'll spray our Bundt pan and put it in the oven at 350. And a Bundt pan usually takes about 34 to 35 minutes, okay? So Bundt will take longer than your traditional cake. Aside for a minute, and we're going to go. Nobody asked you to keep turning. Stop and stay. Behave. Alright, so now we're going to go for our Bundt pan. We're going to spray it with some spray, and then we're going to put the cake batter into there. Excuse me, guys. This guy does not want to behave itself, so we're going to go ahead and take these batters off. And always have your trash bag ready in your kitchen. Okay, so we have our pan. Let me give it a spray off camera because we don't want to make a mess. Now with the spray, you just need to make sure you get it all in the creaks and crevices of this Bundt pan because you do not want it to stick on this Bundt pan. Even though the Bundt pan is a non-stick Bundt pan, still, you just don't want it to. Alright, so now we're going to pour this mixture into the Bundt pan. Okay. So, this is our cake. We're going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 34 minutes, okay? So, we'll be back and I'll show you how to do the lemon cream cheese frosting, okay? Okay, guys, we're back. The cake is just out of the oven. It is cooling. Excuse me. So, we're going to get started on the frosting. So, we're going to start off with 1 block of softened cream cheese. Okay, it is soft. You can see me smushing it. And it does have to be softened, okay? Alright, then I have a 1/2 cup of softened butter. I did have to put mine in the microwave for just a few minutes because I forgot to take it out. So a 1/2 cup is a whole stick, okay? Mine is salted. If you use the unsalted, you will need to add a dash of salt, but mine is salted, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so we're going to mix this together, and then we'll go from there, okay? Alright, so we just creamed that together. That's not a big issue. Alright, so I did go ahead and zest my lemon. So I'm going to add my lemon zest and get all that golden goodness out. Alright, so then you're going to need 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. Remember, that's the juice of 1 large lemon, okay? So I'm going to juice this over my hand so that way I can catch any seeds. Just don't want any seeds in our frosting. Alright. So if you don't have fresh lemon, you can always use lemon juice, but it's better with fresh lemon, okay? So we're going to mix this, and then we'll add in the powdered sugar. Alright, So then it calls for 5 cups of powdered sugar. That's a half a cup. I couldn't find my whole cup. Oh, there it is. There's my whole cup. So I'm going to add them one at a time, just because I don't want a mess. We're going to add one at a time. There's one. Now for number 2. Alright guys, I know this recipe that I got off the internet calls for 5 cups of sugar, but that's a lot of sugar. It was from 2 sisters, but I really think that's a lot of sugar. So I'm going to try where we're at now, see if I like the consistency. I know it has a peak on it. I don't know if you can see it on my spoon, but it does have a peak on it, and you can definitely see it in there. There's a peak in there. So it has the consistency for my piping. I'm just going to see taste-wise if it's where I need to be. I think maybe a half a cup more of the sugar. We're not going to do the whole 5 cups. That is just way too much. And I want my lemon frosting to be a bit bitter and a bit sour. You know, I really want it to have that lemony taste. And if you put 5 cups of sugar in there, powdered sugar, I think you're just going to take away that delicious lemon taste, okay? So we're only going to add 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. Let's see if that's where it needs to be. That is perfect. Okay, so let me reach. I picked up these little piping sets at Walmart. It was $1. If you don't have it, that's fine. Just put it in a Ziploc bag and pipe it out that way. We're going to design it just like a very well-known Bundt cake store, okay? So we're gonna go check on the cake, see if it's cool enough to frost, and if it is, we'll be right back. All we're gonna do whenever we come back, excuse me, well, come on out of here. This is a big hole end because I want those long piping lines. So it does come with a piping bag. And then you would cut off your tip so this would fit through, so that way we can pipe out like that, okay? But whenever I come back, all we're going to do is fill this up and get going, okay? Alright, so we'll be right back. So our cake is nice and cool. You can see the lines from the Bundt cake. That's where I'm going to frost. So I already have it in my piping bag. And again, if you don't have a piping bag, don't worry about it. Just use a Ziploc bag, okay? Alright, so that's all we're going to do. We're going to keep going over and over and over again until we get it frosted. Woo! Frosted the way we want it. Alrighty, so we're just going to continue with this. This is my finished product. I hope you like. I hope you enjoy. Remember to like, share, comment below, and show us your finished product as well. Until next time, bye. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Foodie Friday. I hope you had fun making the recipe. Remember to like, follow, share. We love seeing your creations. Also, if you're a local restaurant in the Box Springs Mesquite area and like to be featured on one of our programs, please contact the Box Springs Library. We'd love to have you as a featured guest. And until next time, bon appetit.